That's not clickbait. That's a promise. Most people think they know push-ups. They drop down, crank out a few reps, and feel like they've trained. But what if I told you that basic push-ups are just the beginning, and that there's an entire system of variations that can unlock explosive power, insane core stability, and upper body control that most gym routines can't even touch? We're talking about push-ups that activate your chest like a bench press, challenge your shoulders like overhead work, and demand full body tension like a plank under pressure. And the crazy part, you don't need a single piece of equipment, just your body and the willingness to level up. In this video, you'll discover how different push-up techniques target specific muscle groups, how to program them in a real weekly structure, and how to evolve from basic to brutal, with full control, precision, and purpose. And the worst part? Almost no one trains this way. And it shows. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because we're diving deep into the science and execution behind the most effective push-up variations you've probably never mastered. 1. Anatomy of movement. Muscle benefits. Push-ups are way more than a chest move. When you do them right, they become a full-body expression of strength. Think about it. Your pecs drive the push, your triceps lock out the elbows, and your anterior delts help stabilize the shoulder joint. But here's what most people ignore. Your core and glutes are working overtime to keep your body aligned, like a moving plank under pressure. And it gets deeper. Slight changes in hand placement, body angle, or tempo can completely shift the muscle activation. That's where the real power of push-ups lives. In the details. Each variation can recruit smaller stabilizers, increase range of motion, and challenge coordination like crazy. It's not just about reps, it's about control, tension, and how well you can own every inch of the movement. Train this way, and you don't just build muscle, you unlock athletic strength. The kind that makes you better at everything, not just stronger at the gym. And once you feel that full body activation, regular push-ups will never hit the same again. 2. Push-up variations that actually build power. Most people stick to basic push-ups forever, and that's why they plateau. You only grow when the movement evolves. And each variation here forces your body to get stronger in a different way. Widen the hands and your chest takes over. Go explosive with claps, and now you're building power, not just strength. Push hard, fly off the ground, land controlled. Your nervous system gets shocked, and that's where the gains come in. Add motion. Crawl sideways. Bring your knees to your elbows. Suddenly, it's not just a push. It's mobility, core, and shoulder control all in one. Now isolate. Archer push-ups shift the load, building unilateral strength. Stagger the hands. Go one arm when ready. It's humbling, but real strength always is. Then the hardest line, planche-style progressions. Hollow push-ups, float holds, slow transitions. Pure tension, no shortcuts. And you might be thinking, okay, but how do I actually train this without burning out? Good, because that's exactly what we're getting into next. 3. How to actually train. This without burning out. It's not about doing every variation every day. Real progress needs structure, simple, smart programming that pushes without frying your nervous system. Here's how. Start the week with explosive work. Clapping or plyo push-ups, 4 sets of 5 reps. All-out effort, full recovery between sets. This builds speed and power. Midweek, shift to unilateral control. Archer push-ups, staggered hands. 3 to 4 sets per side, 6 reps each. Focus on balance, not just brute strength. End the week with planche progressions. Hollow push-ups, float holds, mountain climbers into tuck. Aim for 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Full tension, no rushing, and don't skip the support work. Shoulder mobility, thoracic activation, isometric core holds. 2 to 3 times a week. It keeps you injury-free and sharp. But here's the real kicker. Even with the best structure, most people mess it up during the transition stages. And that's why the next topic is non-negotiable if you're serious about pushing limits without breaking down. 4. The blueprint behind real push-up progressions. There's a system behind every elite bodyweight athlete, and it's not guesswork. Think of your progress like a chain. Start with solid form, then layer tension, then build control. The stronger each link, the more unstoppable your push-up variations become. You begin with a rigid plank. From there, hollow body tension turns that plank into a launch pad. Then come hollow push-ups, where your entire body moves like one tight unit. Add mountain climber transitions, and now you're combining movement with control. That's when float push-ups enter the game. You're not just pushing anymore. You're balancing mid-air, holding tension in a tucked planche. And when you can float to extension and return with control, that's not a push-up. That's full body dominance. Each step demands more than the last. You're not chasing reps. You're chasing mastery. And mastery means control over your own body in ways most people never even train for. But even the best formula means nothing if you don't know how to adapt it to your level. And that's why the next part is your safety net and your launch pad. 5. Real-world cases and how to start right. Let's be real. This level of training isn't for everyone on day one, and that's okay. What matters is knowing where you stand and how to move forward without ego. Just consistency. If you're new to this, start classic. Knee push-ups, standard form, then ease into wide grip once your body gets used to full range control. That's your base. Intermediate? Now's the time to add explosive reps. Plyo, clap push-ups, and Spider-Man variations to build power and mobility at the same time. Your body's ready for more, so stop holding back. Advanced athletes, you already know what's coming. Single arm work, float transitions, planche lines. But here's the reminder, even at the top, refinement matters. The cleaner your reps, the deeper your progress. Always. Use the weekly layout. Build tension. Track your weak points. This isn't about training hard, it's about training smart and doing it for the long run. And if you've made it this far, you're not just watching, you're already thinking differently. Now it's time to bring it all together. You've just unlocked a blueprint that most lifters never even touch. Push-ups that aren't just reps, but tests of control, power, and raw body awareness. This isn't about copying movements. It's about becoming the kind of athlete who dominates their own body. Because here's the truth. Anyone can drop and do 20 reps. But mastering variations that demand balance, core strength, and explosive force, that takes vision, discipline, hunger. So now the question is, are you still doing push-ups to check a box? Or are you ready to build the kind of strength people feel when you walk in a room? Drop in the comments. What's the variation you're going to focus on this week? Or, better yet, which one scares you the most? That's probably the one you need most. Like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here, we're not chasing trends. We're building high-performance bodies from the ground up.